League of Legends lore is long, so I will be doing the fun, interesting only facts about champions in under a few minutes for people with short attention spans like you and me. Let's do Yasuo. Yasuo is the half-brother to Yone. They are from Ionia, a pretty place in Runeterra, and growing up, Yasuo is always cocky and arrogant. However, him and Yone have always been super tight. They had a master who taught them how to use swords, and this master was called the Elder Suma. The Elder really liked Yasuo and even offered to teach Yasuo his legendary wind technique, but Yasuo said no because he just didn't care. This really annoyed Yone. Yone was like, bro, stop being an arrogant rat. Yasuo dwells upon this and ends up then taking the tutelage of the Elder. Let's skip some time. Ionia gets invaded by Noxus. Noxus is this war-ready country who is led by people like Darius and Swain. Yone sets off to fight in the war to protect Ionia, but he tells Yasuo to stay at the village and protect everyone and especially the Elder. Yasuo is okay with this. When Yasuo is sitting in the village, he hears a Noxian army march. Pretty close, but not too close. He heads off to the march thinking he can make a difference and wants to help Ionia. However, when he gets there, he realizes all the Noxus soldiers and the Ionian soldiers are all dead. He is confused as to what happened there, but he doesn't dwell on it too much. He goes back to the village to protect everyone. However, when he gets back to the village, he realizes his master has been killed. Not only is Yasuo upset about the death of his elder, he also gets accused of killing his master. The reasons for this are that there were traces of the master dying from the wind technique, and that wind technique is what the master taught only Yasuo. This is my first issue with the whole story, but don't worry, I'll get back to this at the end of the video. Yasuo didn't say anything to defend himself. Dude was silent, but he started thinking the killer must be nearby. So immediately he starts running looking for the killer. But wait, not only is he super suspicious by running away, he starts fighting everyone who gets in his way too. I don't think he could have made it more suspicious that he is the killer at this point. Anyways, Yasuo is now a fugitive, hunting for the person who killed his master. He is still being hunted by his village, however he always gets away until one time his brother Yone finds him. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this part is quite sad, be ready for it. The brothers end up fighting and eventually Yasuo kills Yone. And the saddest part is, Yone ends up dying believing Yasuo was the killer. But don't worry, it's about to get even more sadder. Is that even a word? Yasuo goes to the north of Ionia, where he meets a young girl called Talia. She is a Shuriman. Yasuo ends up being her teacher and teaches her all the techniques he learned by the Elder and by Yone. Kinda cute how he replicates what Yone and the master taught him growing up. Eventually Talia has to leave and Yasuo thinks it's about time he goes back to his village. Once he returns to his village, he finds out that they found out the killer of the master. It was Riven, an exile from Noxus who, long story short, has a really overpowered wind blade, gives it to the master to destroy. Master tries to destroy it, but he ends up dying in the process. Yasuo becomes hella depressed at this point. I mean, fair enough, man. Dude had to see his master die, get accused of killing his master, abandon everyone he knows, then kill his brother for the village to later find out and be like, oh yeah, we know it wasn't you. That hurts. Oh, and by the way, Yone comes back to life and him and Yasuo meet again. I won't go into details of that. I've already made a video on it. Link will be in the bio. Make sure to check that video out. It's pretty good. Okay, so my issues with this story. The first one is Yasuo and Yone fighting and Yasuo killing Yone. I get it, Yone thought that Yasuo killed the master, but it's mentioned many times that the brothers are super close. So how did Yone not believe Yasuo at all? And secondly, I think Yasuo charging out after seeing the master dead was super suspicious and maybe not the best move. But I guess that's debatable because if he caught the killer, that would have been fine. But he doesn't anyway, so it doesn't matter. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. They do take time to make, so a like, comment, and subscription is appreciated. Have a good day.